live-focused team right now. They are perfectly fine with letting the rest of the game kind of play out as long as...
Started to fly in, but Tulix able to get on off as the first shot comes through. Lou, solid positioning because here Dante very, very ready with the Panzerfaust in hand.
This is a massive game for the leaderboard. We've got 1 and 2, or 2 and 3, I'm sorry, stacked up on top of each other right now. Twisted Minds, 2 members down, but they've got the high ground into it. A Doozy having to make his way up that hillside. The Panzerfaust never got to come out.
It's done. They should not imagine a Doozy wanting to commit to this. Yes, there's 2 players knocked. He needs to hit a Hail Mary with this nade. Lopped on over. Does it go far enough? No. Falls short. Perfectix finds him. That's a Doozy down. Back to back. Great.
You can see the Expendables having to deal with Forrest, but a couple of good nades coming out from Delwyn, going to kind of stop what's going on. Duck Juice going to be able to get out of this one and regroup, as this is a Lippo fight of all things.
Going here for boats, and both teams catching each other at the exact same time. Nice. Again, we're seeing so much isolation play being coming out here with the blue zone nades. Set up a blue zone nade, force all the players into one corner, and then spam them with nades, with mollies, whatever, you name it. Lob it all up there and claim points off of it. Master, the only player left alive now is Tanvu and 777. You would imagine an opportunity in getting the kill confirmed here.
And Force was doing a good job on stringing some games together, picking up some points. They were wanting
quiet for a split second, but here comes the push on through. Tanvu, a few extra shots just to make sure that
the way that the circles have been popping is... Okay, this one's going mathematically the way that we thought it should. Tyloo not going to have anybody that they can really bridge camp, so they're going to cut a path in. But Danoa caught up around Ferry Pier. Guess what? It's going to be T.
Into this fight is going to be over in a second.
They're going to have to land hot and heavy. They're going to go for some firefighting off of it on the get-go. 17 Gaming, though, they still have to make a pathing into the circle. We do have the land. It's going to be Navi. Lands, gets the initial knock on a 777. They are out in the open, but they're just trying to lean into their aim. But it's going to be Tanvu Delwyn find another one, and that's going to be it. Navi did not find the landing that they wanted. Duck Juice can put in so much work if he walks out. Nades coming through. Sonics know that they need to get some points out of this one. They've got Twisted Minds high ground and nipping at their heels on that leaderboard. Duck Juice, are you going to be able to make this play happen?
When oh when does it jump up? When oh when does it start shooting? Here comes the first shot. Tanvu finds 1 by 2. Tanvu finds the third. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, Sonics are torn apart.
Twisted Minds high ground. Sonics now gone. This is the opportunity. They now look down into that sideline.
Closer and closer towards the observatory tower itself. So Twisted Minds will be very active in trying to claim as many points as they can before eventually having to come off the hill.
Having to just fight along this hillside, nobody wanting to reveal too much. Danoa trying to creep forward. 17 Gaming is going to get eliminated. Top of 4 angry men. Shin, Longs, what can you do? You've now made yourself entirely surrounded.
Yeah, trying to stay alive is not going to be easy at all, especially when you have the entirety of 4 AM lingering around the side. Longs forced to go out the backside of the building. Not going to happen, not going to work for him at all. Xiaopian claims a double, as that's going to be Tyloo down, and on the server is being blessed with a P90 for the late game up close battles. We are bound to happen at some point soon.
Just riding this one out, trying to pick up as many points. He knows Danoa is still alive. Best of luck. Just let it go. Lou sneaks down with his best of luck, manages to get 2 of them down. The distraction, though, massive as Falcons has to shift back in. This opens up the door for Danoa, and with Danoa now having to shift her attention, that's going to allow Lou to get a foothold in the circle.
What a play.
Points back behind it. P90 in Perfectix's hands. All the tools are going to be there. 4 angry men, though, being a chaotic factor down into the south. Going to make it even harder for Falcons, but it's going to be Sills, and yet again, making the play when it matters.
Loving the positioning here from Falcons. 1 up close, 1 further behind. Great attention. Now DraftKings, though, seen from the side, is going to be forced off the angle from Soul. Soul, though, has to now pick up things to worry about as 1 picks on over. Salute, those get 1 in return, but that's going to be the end of it. Falcons falls.
Panzerfaust, Spyro's hand, so Loot has got to be careful. It's going to be more explosions happening right up on top of him. Twisted Minds, can you make something happen here? You're so close. Just 1 more point is all you need.
Yep, ever so much closer. Spyro tries to make something happen. Whenever anyone peeks over this ridge, you can be sure there's going to be a Panzerfaust flying forward. No, he doesn't get it off in time. Salute peeks on over, finds him, and Onyx on the other side takes 1 down too.
Danoa realizes that this is an opportunity to get a ton of points. They've weakened the squad that was vying up for in first. Perfectix gets the res. They're looking in, but Soul walks right up into it. Twisted Minds goes down.
Danoa is on the hunt. Danoa is back in form, and they're looking for top finishes here. 3 teams left alive. They've still got the entirety of 4 AM to deal with, unless if Solossi can do something for them. Can't find the first. Xiaopian gets the knock, but with 1 HP to work with.
4v3 lined up in the end. 4 angry men wanting to get themselves themselves a game. 1 point behind Forest right now, but Danoa, eyes on the prize. They want more. They want to be creeping up in and fighting against question mark in this last game.
Sure do. They sure do. Things quiet down for a moment. There's still some distance in between the two teams. Xiaolu up close on the right side with HSMM right next to him now. Peeks on over, spots Anonix jumping for info up the top. You've got to keep in mind, Danoa has been on this side of the circle for so long. They have very limited info from what's happening on this side. Now is when they're starting to spot these 4AM players for the first time.
We are in phase number 7, waiting to see how we're going to be moving into phase number 8, where that last dot is going to lie. But we can see Anonix Salute starting to move more down into the south, and man, these guys are on fire right now. They just line that one up and get a knock. That means that we're looking at a 3v3 situation if they can manage to get the flush.
If there's a time for Danoa to get things going, it is about time right here, right now. Coming out victorious would put them so close to question mark and within reach of a potential first place. Could they get back-to-back top performances? Salute has done everything he possibly could to try and claim this one for his team, but the job ain't done yet.
Oh, this flank could spell it all. Anonix playing that high ground, trying to be the distraction, letting him sneak in. He hasn't spotted it yet, but as the res comes out, he does spot the heads pop up. He's now revealed himself. Shift comes back out from 4 angry men. Can the high ground do enough to support him? Soul now starting to brave his way down the hillside and spots out one.
Soul finds one, Xiaopian instantly there to return it. Now on the other side, Soul finds a second, Anonix finds the third, and just like that, it's only Crazy left alive, but they've lost him. He's on the other side. The issue is, if they get a chance to reset, if they get a chance to push up together, they might just be all right. Anonix hears him, sees him, shoots him, can't connect.
Now just dancing around at Crazy, realizing he's just going to have to bold push right up into Anonix, and Anonix does not